Dr. Haynes here to talk to you about the show Heated Rivalry. Everyone's talking about the show. It's all over TikTok. And I want to offer you, from a psychologist perspective, an attachment lens and understanding these different characters and how that can help you have some insights about how people approach relationships. So for more reference on this, watch my other videos on islands, anchors, and waves. Let's talk about Shane first. Shane is an island. He comes from a bit of an island family where other things take priority in terms of like what's important over emotional intimacy, over access, and letting people in on your internal experience. And Ilya, his partner, is someone that's probably more of a remote island. He's able to connect through physicality, but when Shane's asking questions and trying to get to know him more intimately, he clearly is getting uncomfortable, wants to have more distance, because the idea of putting his well-being in the hands of a relationship, way too vulnerable. Probably doesn't have the imagination for it, honestly. If you look at his family culture, it actually makes a lot of sense. Contrast them with Kip and Scott. Scott, also an island, not hard to see that. Other things are more important to him, especially early on in their relationship, such as his career, his status, his fame, his hockey family. Kip is an anchor. And by the way, none of these things are that static, but anchors, they have higher expectations. Anchors are comfortable being a priority. In fact, they actually have a healthy level of entitlement that they are a priority. Why is that? You can see why. You can see his dad is like emotionally generous. He's accessible. He's saying, Kip, I love you. Are you going to say it back? He has expectations of Kip. And Kip is also having guilt for not being more honest with his dad, which is really what we owe our relationships, is that honesty and authenticity and integrity. And not only is he an anchor in that way, but he also surrounds himself around people who have his best interests. His best friend, or one of his best friends, will intervene on his behalf, helping this person know, like, hey, my friend's worthy, and you need to offer my friend the dignity and the recognition he deserves because he is worthy. And that's the thing of the consideration, is that anchors are anchors because they surround themselves around people who value relationships, who have integrity in them, and who really believe in the worthiness of the people in the relationship. And they will fight for it compassionately. So hopefully this gives you some perspective. Obviously, you should watch this. I don't want to give any spoilers, but having that in perspective of like a different attachment styles and how we're ultimately trying to become anchored relationships.